End your meal by locking eyes over my raspberry cream cupcakes. Cupcakes are fun, simple, and a delicious dessert. To make life easy, I start with packaged white cupcake mix. But it's the filling that makes it special. Fresh raspberries, gently blended with sugar and whipped cream. Sandwiched between two cupcake halves, it's light and sweet. Raspberry cream cupcakes will guarantee that your romantic dinner ends with a smile. These cupcakes are one of my favorite desserts to make for a romantic meal. They're sweet, they're delicate, and they're dainty. And you're not going to be too full after a big meal. Trust me, you'll have room for these. The reason that I love making them is because they're a cinch. And the reason they're a cinch? Because I am actually using cake mix. Plain white cake mix, the one you get at the supermarket. It makes my life so easy. So we're using 1 box of cake mix and 1 1/3 cups of water. Just pour that right over there. And 2 tablespoons of melted butter, unsalted. You don't want to add too much salt to your dessert. So you want to control it by using unsalted butter, always when you bake. And then we're going to add 3 egg whites. And the egg whites are going to make this really fluffy. And it's going to just be so good. I know we're using cake mix, but we're trying to make it our own. So I have a lot of friends who make these sort of desserts. And they just add whatever it is that they like in the cake mix. And you know what? You can tell everybody you made it from scratch. Nobody needs to know. Now, the flavoring. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And these extracts really add a lot of flavor to the cake mix. And for a little Italian flair, we're going to add some almond extract as well. And almond extract is just it's very intense. It's intensely flavored, and it has a really great scent. It's going to be a light batter. It won't get too terribly thick. It's just like a regular cupcake batter. Go ahead and mix everything together. I can smell the almond and the vanilla. The scent is just coming right through. You can make these cupcakes about a week in advance. You just bake them, cool them, then freeze them, and then you frost them right before you're going to eat them. Now that just took 2 minutes. Everything's blended. And to make my life easier, to get the batter into the muffin cups, I'm going to first pour it into this pitcher. These are going to bake for 15 minutes at 350 degrees, and you want to fill them just about to the top. Now for the frosting. 1 cup of heavy cream, nice and cold, so you get those great stiff peaks. The whipped cream is almost ready. All I need to do now is sweeten it just a little bit. So we're going to use some powdered sugar. Powdered sugar versus granulated sugar, just because it just sort of melts into the whipped cream. It's so much easier. And we're going to add a little bit at a time. That way all the air that we've incorporated into our whipped cream doesn't just fall. Okay. Just make sure it's all mixed in. Great. We'll set that aside. And now for my raspberries. Now, I love using raspberries, and my husband does too. And I just like to mash them up, just like this. And then we're gonna fold them into the whipped cream. And then I'm gonna wait for my honey to come over and help me frost them. So I'm just gonna fold them about half at a time into the whipped cream. And you're gonna see how beautiful this looks. And we'll put the rest of them in here. Oh, looks so beautiful. It turns the whipped cream a pink color. Okay. Now, I'm gonna leave it in the fridge until the cupcakes are finished cooking and cooled. Cover it with some plastic wrap. And up next, I'm gonna make my red wine risotto. Before I get started on the risotto, I wanna check my cupcakes because I can smell that sweet vanilla almondy aroma in the air. Ooh, they look good. So I'm gonna set them down and let them cool. And then I'm gonna take that raspberry cream frosting I made, slather it all over my cupcakes. Do you still have some room for dessert?
Definitely.
Okay, this is your favorite topping.
I know.
It's
I
whipped
love
cream
it.
and raspberries, okay? Now, I've decided to top it over some cupcakes because you know how much I love cupcakes.
What kind of cupcakes?
They're just plain vanilla cupcakes. Okay, so that flavor really come out. Now you're gonna help me. I'm gonna just take the paper lining off of them.
Good idea.
And I baked them in here just because it makes it easier to clean up and also it keeps them moist longer. And I'm gonna cut the top off. I know you think this is weird, but now just put some frosting right on the top there. So just put the frosting there and then put the top back on and put it on the platter. See how pretty that is?
Nice.
Okay, here you go. Do that. And that's just plain whipped cream with raspberries in it. Now you putting in, you gotta put a little bit more. Why are you skimping? No,
Okay.
put it on there. You gotta be able to see the whipped cream. Yeah. I'll do one more here, and then I'll show you what I do. 2 each. Well, I'm gonna eat the rest. You can have 2. So now, some powdered sugar. Tap this.
With a spoon?
Yeah. All over the top. And then we'll finish it off with some
the side
berries.
here?
Just all over the top. Yeah, there
Perfect.
you go. Isn't that pretty?
It's snowing.
Yeah. We'll just put some berries all around it. Just like that. What do you think? Oh.
Cute.
All right, let's dig in. Do you want a whole one or you want a half?
Oh.
Whole? Grab one. The whipped cream comes out. It's like a big cupcake sandwich. Mmm. Mmm. Good?
Mm-hmm. Very good.
It's so moist inside. And then you bite into it and the whipped cream with the raspberries. Did you like your dinner?
Very much.